Next 2v2, we are now in the semi-finals. We just saw Infi and TH, and because of how impressed we were, we're gonna see him instantly again. Once more, I remind you guys that our overlay doesn't exactly work with all of its features because this is 2v2, so the resources here are stagnant and incorrect. And also the colors. Colors are gonna be pretty confusing this game because Infi and TH are in fact blue. Ah, wait, I can actually switch that, though. Yeah, that's better. Oh. Now we have the colors correct, because TeD and Hainiu are in fact spawning in the red. And Infi and TH in the blue. Infi as the Night Elf, TH as the human. Once again playing without a barracks, so it's probably going to be this level 1 AM harass against Centaur Grove, the specialty, with the Outrunners. Oh, I can see how much it costs now. 195. That's okay. It's not that much. Centaur Outrunner, as the name suggests, faster than any other tier 1 unit. Aside from a Huntress, I guess. I think Huntresses are the same speed. But yeah, for that reason alone, basically. Really good. And I'm surprised we're not seeing... Wait, do we have two? Where's the second one? Ah, there we go. So, one Outrunner to each side. Did you see this base, by the way? Super late Keeper. I guess not super late, but it is a little bit late. So I guess that means that Hainiu was feeding TeD resources. A classic Undead Night Elf 2v2 strategy. Undead Night Elf used to be very strong in the past. Tier 2 timings, mass fiends with upgrades, huntresses and stuff. But most recently, when I've seen Undead Night Elf, it kind of always looked underwhelming. Like, Undead does become strong in the late game, but the Night Elf, whether he goes archers, hunts, or dryads, never seems to be very effective at all in the late game. We did earlier see Infi going for different units, those being the MGs, and they were super effective. But if the Undead goes to tier 3, kind of greedy, and the Night Elf goes to tier 3, kind of greedy, with MGs, is that really doable? Looks like it's not going to be attempted here by Hainiu, as we have the double Ancient of War mass hunts coming in soon. Very little creeping so far, and... TH actually does change it up now. Doesn't go for the level 1 Blizzard Harass anymore. It's going to be creeping instead. Won't get... Excuse me. The experience there from the Water Elemental. Thank you very much, Mad Frog, by the way, for the host. Much appreciated. So TeD's going to get level 2 here. That's gonna be pretty nice. Auras in 2v2, always good. Even the Thorns Aura isn't that bad, but Thorns Aura is probably the worst. But yeah, 2v2 Auras, always good. And late game, Undead is definitely the carry in this combo, especially when the Night Elf goes only hunts. The Undead has to kind of win the late game by himself. Hunters are just there to buy a bit of time, to block for a while, in the big late game fights, that is. In the mid game, in the early game, Huntresses are still pretty potent, and the Night Elf can be very useful. But the later the game goes, the higher the tech becomes, the worse Huntresses get. Always has been the case, and probably always will. This is a pretty big push over here. 2 Wisps as well. AP push? Wait. What? Tier 1 all-in. Tier 1 AP all-in. There's no tech anywhere. What the hell is this? Well, that's one way to punish a human who isn't going for any footies. Infi this time isn't that greedy though that he rushes MGs right away. Wisp there for the Dispel, a little bit too late. The Fiend will be lost, that's level 2 for the AM, that's a big one for the Aura. Keeper is surrounded, is gonna TP out. And with that, Hainiu easily forced away. And this tier 1 push didn't do that much. And now, TeD and Hainiu are stuck on tier 1 still. Finally comes the tier 2 tech. Ooh, that is a full tech behind for TeD. That didn't work at all. Yeah, pushing human bases is never really easy. There's water elementals. In this case, there was Stormbolt. There's militia. That was kind of weird. That was definitely pretty weird. There is good damage though now by TeD and Hainiu. We have 4 hunts, 4 fiends. This is a really good early game army. But once tier 2 starts kicking in here for Infi and TH, it's gonna become more problematic potentially for the 2v2 specialists of TeD and Hainiu. But level 3 DK now. 5 fiends, 6 hunts. This is still pretty scary.
Players' forces are under attack.
So Infi and TH want to buy time. They want to get to 50 supply. They want to get casters. They want to get rifles. They want to get MGs, especially. But it's still a little bit scary right now. This is the perfect time for TeD and Hainiu to strike before the tech for the opponent has really come online. Second lore is pretty late, so mass MG production is still fairly far away. In the main, the arcane tower will be getting destroyed, but the peasants behind are still safe. MK was only level 1, so he's gonna be back soon. Wisp for the dispel. Not even required. The fiend survives. And one more kill going to TeD and Hainiu. This first push towards the main with APs didn't look scary at all, but this next one now, with 6 fiends, 5 hunts, that one certainly is scary. Up on the high ground, also a dangerous position, hard to get up there now. Don't want to fight with the mischance. And there's not many peasants left, so a lot of militia was used effectively earlier on, but now hard to make that work again. But MGs are coming. No, MGs are not coming. It's bears instead. Wouldn't MGs be super good against this? Yes, they take longer, but they don't take that much longer. Alright, APs are getting cancelled again, though. Mass militia. Call to arms, dude. No mining at all, basically. Keeper in problems. If he falls, this will be a lot of experience, especially now that he's level 3. More wisp detonates, making sure the MK doesn't have mana for a Stormbolt, though. And now the sandwich is coming in. Infi coming from the low ground. Bears, though, not on mastery yet. Level 4 on the DK. 1-0 fiends. Plenty of damage from them. And plenty of fiends as well. How many is this? 8 fiends? Wow. 8 fiends. And TeD and Hainiu, dude. They are finding this critical timing where it seemed like they lost it. 9 fiends! Look at those volleys! Just shredding everything. Surround. A need to TP away. How weird was this game? It was 3 hunts, 3 fiends walking towards the main, setting up towers, completely failing. Then they come back with 5 each, 5 units each, and suddenly it's just too much. Too much. Another surround, another TP. Sanctum. Destroyed. The 2v2 specialists showing us their special strats. It really was nothing special. It was just an attack with a whole bunch of fiends and huntresses. No second... there we go. Second hero coming in now. The Lich with a mana pot and skeletons. DK is close to level 5. What the hell? Call to arms again, but they have to go up the high ground now as well. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on this MK. Thank goodness for Reju, but Reju is not good enough. It's just too much stuff, dude. Too much stuff. GG. The 2v2 specialists showing us it's not just about tier 3. It's not just about orb timing, triple hero and all that. Just 5 fiends, 5 hunts, and push. And that can be super strong, I guess. Didn't see that coming. I did not see that coming at all. And it seems like TH and Infi didn't either. Oh, wow. Just got the update, by the way, from Wong, that semifinals are going to be best of 5 as well. Okay. It's going to be a very long cast then. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities now to make up for the first map. Lost Temple will be our second map. Seems like a very reasonable counter-pick choice against this push strat that we just saw. If you want to assemble both your armies and push towards one opponent's base, like TeD and Hainiu just did, the bigger the map is, the more difficult that becomes. The more easy also split push could become. And LT. That is our biggest map in the pool, right? There's no bigger ones. Tidewater Glades is certainly smaller. Nullwood? Is Nullwood bigger or smaller than LT? It's very comparable. I'd say it's a little bit smaller. Just because, like, there's very little to do in the edges of Nullwood. Alright, let's close the window. Oh. Ouch! I did pretty heavy deadlifts yesterday, so now in my lower back I got really sore muscles. So I feel like an old man now. When I stand up, it's like, ah, my back! But it should only be lasting for today. Maybe, oops, maybe tomorrow. Let's go! Map 2. My colors are pretty strange now. Let's see how it's okay. Again, our overlay is a little bit weird with a 2v2, so TeD and Hainiu are in the red though, so it's yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's decent and fine, I want to say. It's Dine. Dine Proudfoot. Wasn't that one of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings? I think so. Keeper of the Grove. DK. Everything is standard pretty much so far. Keeper here as well. Huntress opening by both the Night Elves. Instant double hunts play, by the way. I wonder if Infi's gonna adjust now and perhaps go heavier into hunts as well to have a stronger line of defense should it come to a tier 2 push again. Or do you just want to fast expand against the push? Like, expand early, mass produce footies, basically, and then tech up behind. LT is, after all, a pretty good expansion map. Not very good spawns, to be honest, for the human. Oh, big last hit. Big last hit. That denies level 2. That's a big deal. And yeah, TeD Fiend build. Not something... ironically, something that we don't see from TeD too often in the 2v2. Keeper in the main. Okay, a lot of harass here. This is really annoying for TH. I think Infi has to come over and help, right? Yeah, it's too much stuff. Skeletons everywhere, trees everywhere. This is really annoying. There's not enough resources right now. Good counterplay by Hainiu and TeD. Realizing the weakness of this early expansion attempt. Oh, so many treants. 3 sets of treants being summoned into the main. Behind this, TeD is teching. Hainiu is not teching. Oh, DK surround. Oh, that's a big mistake by TeD. Wow, that's really, really not supposed to happen. TPing out there also. Is that the right call? Yeah, I guess. There are wisps now finally in the main to deal with the Keeper's Treants. There's a bit more mana over here. Decentish experience. AM is level 2 though. Did get that level 2 from skeletons or something. So that's a big deal. Wow. Expo plans completely cancelled?
A player's forces are
Peasant.
under attack.
Whoa! There's just an arcane tower there. No expansion and now a tech. Wow. That seems weird. So, Fountain going towards Infi and TH. General rule of thumb on LT is whoever gets the Fountain wins the game. It's not 100%, but it feels like it's 90%. So, let's keep this in mind. Infi and TH get the Fountain. Will they also win the game? Oh, one last hit perhaps could be stolen here with the coil. Oh, gets the Overseer. Nice snipe. But almost everything did actually go to Infi and TH. Wisps are here already, so the Book of the Dead right now wouldn't be useful. Jesus Christ, there's so many wisps everywhere. But Infi and TH, after having claimed this middle camp, will have to back it off. Fiends too strong, Huntresses too high in numbers. That's of course what the double ancient of war gives you. Mass hunts very early. And more and more and more hunts are coming. Tier 2 finished. Tier 3 being rushed right after by TeD. Slaughterhouse Lich standard. TH's tech was of course a lot later. Blacksmith is already there. Rifles on the way. And alright, there is the adjustment now by Infi. I guess judging that his tier 3 rush was too greedy against the playstyle of TeD and Hainiu. Now is just going Keeper hunts himself. Starshaped somewhere in Sweden is very proud. A game where 2 players are going Keeper hunts. Oh, surround. Almost. I think Infi could fight this. There's not too much mana here on the DK. No, there we go. That's definitely a fiend kill. Oh, nice Shadow Melt. Oh, almost. Another Entangle's ready.
The player's forces are under attack.
That's 2 kills. And TeD definitely overextending. In the meantime, Scroll of the Beast and Book of the Dead both being committed. Oh, wait. Where's the Acolytes? Huh? Huh? What? Did he lose all Acolytes? 1 corpse, 2 corpses, 3 corpses.
Are under attack. The town is under siege.
4 or 5. Yep. But that was just footies and a book. Shouldn't you be able to micro away against that? Oh, that is so expensive, dude. Oh my god. The gold difference is gonna be enormous. TeD and Hainiu also were thinking there was an expansion here, but psych! No Expo. Expo is coming now, over here, from the Nido. AM already 3.5 after this camp. This is again a very weird game. Oh, this is so expensive, dude. Oh my god! TP coming in. Once again, it's the Huntress Fiend push, but it's very few Fiends this time. First game, it was like 8 Fiends or something absurd. Now it's only 3. And yeah, TeD did tech much faster this time around. Alright, here we go. Finally, Acolytes being remade. Big drop here. Could be an aura. Endurance, probably the best. Oh, there we go. Bingo. They get the Ancient Django for the Endurance Aura. Alright. I want to see how much gold difference this is. I haven't checked it yet. I'd say 1,600 gold difference. That may be a little bit too much. Ah, no. 1,300. 1,300. Damn, I can't see it. How much is it? 1,500. Okay. Damn. Should have trusted my gut. 1,500 gold lost, plus acolytes lost, so it's actually more than 1,600. That was absolutely devastating. And once again, the push towards TH's main. Oh, okay, we have a spread fight right now. Big sandwich coming in. It's the TH Infi sandwich, level 3 MK. Oh, that's so good right now. Oh my goodness. And Militia, this seems to be easy cleanup. Like, we do have one destroyer in the air, but it's not even like that's that good. Level 4 AM. Holy crap, that's one of the fastest level 4 AMs I've seen in 2v2. Wiz coming in for the detonate now, but a little bit too late. Level 4 Keeper as well, Jesus. And TeD and Hainiu have to run. Looking very good now for Infi and TH to equalize this best of 5. Expo in the back. Tech is running. Wow. A Shredder on Lost Temple. That's a rare sight. No expansion at all for the 2v2 specialists. Wait, did he lose one Ancient of War? I guess he did. Gold mine being freed up. Is TeD actually trying to expand? The new school way of playing Undead actually does involve a lot of expansions, but TeD, more of an old school player now, isn't he? By the way, MK over Pally. Interesting choice. Oh my god, the second aura. Command aura and endurance aura. That is insanely good. Oh, staff. Keeper comes in. Heal scrolls in his inventory. Also an invul. Should give that to the MK. Destroyers can't really stand against the rifles too well. I would love to see a tier 3 here actually from TH. Oh, but he's expanding instead. Expanding, keeping up the pressure, and forcing a reaction on the opponent's side of the map. This does almost look like checkmate, I do have to say. There is no TPs on this though. With Entangle, Coil Nova, hero kill can always be a thing, so this is what Infi and TH have to be most careful about. Oh, nice run by. Very nice Huntress run by.
A player's forces are under attack.
AP isn't done yet. Infi and TH very close to the shop. Could go for TPs here if they want. Nova coming in. One rifle. Not quite gonna die. These double auras are so good, dude. So good. New TP for TH as well. Wants to make sure he can get away if he has to. Six rifles, 4 priests, decent army. And now flak cannons coming in. Gyros soon to be joining. Still no expansion. Seems like now the attempt is coming in from Hainiu. But it does seem rather late. TH now has to call for his ally, for aid. Like, Gondor call to Rohan. And Infi is gonna have to pretend to be... What's his name? Theoden. And he will. Meeting up at Minas Tirith. This is Minas Tirith. And if they hold here, this should be the game, pretty much. Destroyers are a little bit scary here. Alright, in we go. Positioning doesn't seem to be too great right now for Infi and TH. Huntress is stuck in the back. A lot of them. Oh, that clap! That's pretty good, though. Focusing on the MK right away. He's by far the biggest threat in this army of Infi and TH. In will pop. Next clap coming in. No. Stormball on the DK instead wants to force the TP away. Whew. 8 HP. Oh my goodness. An instant GG. That all-in doesn't work. Minas Tirith has been defended. And that's the 1-1. I feel like watching Lord of the Rings again. I haven't watched it actually in at least 2 years. And yes, I do love Lord of the Rings. I have probably seen that trilogy 12 times, maybe. So, map 3. Do we even have any map vetoes, by the way, in the best of 5? No, we don't. So, we already had Centaur Grove. And Lost Temple. So we have Knollwood, Turtle Rock, and Twisted still in. Wait. Didn't we see Tidewater Glades? Infi? 1-0 and Lynn played Tidewater Glades. Ah, that was Sky Penguin Cup. Yeah. That was Sky Penguin Cup. That was a different one. Remo plays a Night of Thunder in WoW Classic called Legolas. No. I was really tempted to play WoW Classic. I was actually pretty excited when like the beta was and the streamers got in and stuff. And it did seem very nostalgic. And I was semi-planning on beginning playing WoW Classic once it comes out. But I refrained because it's just too time consuming. And yeah, I'm really endangered of becoming addicted. I get addicted very quickly. That is also the way it was when I played World of Warcraft back then, all those years ago. I played for like 2 months or something, and I absolutely loved it, and I thought it was amazing. And after 2 months, I was like, oh my fucking god. This is consuming all of my time. I'm doing nothing else. And I almost want to do nothing else. So I have to stop. Otherwise, it's just like, it's gonna completely consume me. And yeah, I didn't want that to happen again. So I was like, nope, you know what? Never mind. So I was being reasonable, trying to be. Map number 3 will be Turtle Rock. Let's head in. TeD and Hainiu in the top position in the blue. And Infi TH here in the red. I wonder if this is gonna come down a lot to maps, this 2v2. Like, small maps where it's easy to push seem to be favoring TeD and Hainiu a lot. And larger maps, where it's harder to get that push going, seem to be favoring Infi and TH. At least that's what we've seen so far. And Turtle Rock, I always find interesting in 2v2. Like, we have known it for a long time in 1v1, especially. Nowadays, of course, it's out of the pool, but we had it in the pool for a long time. And Turtle Rock was always a massive map, huge map in 1v1. But in 2v2, it's actually a tiny map. It's such a small map. Like, wherever you go, you're kind of close to the opponent. Unless you creep this camp or the corner camps. You're always pretty much close to your opponent. There's wards, which give you vision. There's consumables on the middle, which are highly contested as well. And it's very easy to group up and to push together towards the opponent. Which I am expecting here to see from TeD and Hainiu. Did you ever try Magic the Gathering online? Nope. I'm really not into card games. Like, I tried, especially Hearthstone when it came out, but not my thing. I get really, really annoyed when I lose thanks to being unlucky. Or when my opponent wins just because of being lucky. That annoyed me a lot.
A town is under
And
siege.
it's also very expensive, which is the downside. What is going on here? Keeper stuck in the main.
A player's forces
but
are under attack.
Force of Nature gets him out. Aggressive Ancient of War by Infi. Which is like Sonic style. Level 1, the Keeper and the AM here, marching across the map. Kind of threatening Hainiu already. TeD is probably gonna have to come over to help his ally, I think. TeD is starting off with creeping first though. Would love to get level 2 before having to help his friend. And it's not that much pressure yet here from the footies and everything else. It's a bit of pressure, but yeah. Almost surround here towards the Keeper in the back, focusing heavily on him. I think it's fine if the Keeper dies. Like, he's only level 1. Don't TP, please. Yeah, just let him die. It's okay. But losing structures here, this will be the bigger deal. Oh, Keeper for Infi is also trapped, but the Ancient of War has to be cancelled. Last second cancel. And TeD is just ignoring what's happening in his ally's base. Like, this is fine. This is good. I can creep. Ring and Talisman will be sold, though. Isn't that pretty good on a DK? Alright, hero's completely out of mana. Keeper for Hainiu is almost back. We have Ancient of War coming up again. And yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, just let the Keeper die. It's not that scary. It's just a couple of footies and level 1 heroes out of mana. In the meantime, TeD is going to be creeping level 3 now here with the turtles. He's had a grand old time in this early game. Really poor items by TeD though. But still gets to level 3, which is certainly very nice. Are they going to aim for the Watcher Ward on the other side now? Could certainly do this. Ooh, still only tier 1. Sacrificial Skull, boys, here we go. Alright, AP push again, I think. Level 3 DK is really, really strong right now. I would love to see a shop, like from Hainiu. Wherever they push, build a shop in the back for clarities. This is looking pretty tier 1 all in again, though. Spirit Tower already coming up for the possible counterattacks. They are actually taking the time here to creep the Gargantuan. That's a hard camp, though. This is just inviting a creep jack right now. Oh my god, the wisps. Holy shit, that's a lot of detonates. Alright, DK out of mana. Suddenly that level 3 doesn't do him too much good. That was a lot of wisp, though. AM for TH here, still creeping. These last hits are big. AM gets it, very close now to level 3. Found the big healing as well. Militia coming out, and I'm kind of amazed that this hold is working out so well so far. Also, the priority of TH and Infi to fight outside the base. It's a lot of fiends still, though. 6 fiends with 1-0 upgrades is certainly good damage, but they can't be coiled because of these mass detonates. DK is completely out of mana. And here comes the MK, and that changes everything. Don't go for the DK. That was so obvious that he was going to TP out. They could have killed a fiend instead. But oh well. TP forced. And the middle goes to Infi and TH. How weird. That looked like a pretty strong push coming in, but TH and Infi say nope. We got this. Big mana for the MK. Oh yeah. Big mana, big healing, great greeting presence for the Mountain King. Only thing lacking now is levels. And the plan B tech once again did come in, but yeah, it's a late tech, dude. Absolutely a late tech. Infi, is he going tier 3 this time? No. Staying on mass hunts again. Fighting for the Ogre Magi. Both would like to claim the ward over here. The DK. Oh, right! He doesn't have a TP though. What was he doing there? Oh, that's a massive mistake. Yeah, I forgot he didn't have a TP anymore, and it seems like he forgot as well. Suddenly, MK is level 3. Level 2, excuse me. Level 2. And there's the first of probably many claps. And yeah, these fiends, they can't be healed. That's easy kills. Oh boy, this game quickly seems to be getting out of hand. This mana potion now amazing. So many chase down kills. Oh my god, this MK. This MK just completely turned this game around. It was a really good hold before the Mountain King, and the Mountain King is just the one to secure it, it seems. Holy crap, there was so many levels. So many losses. Pretty well done. Infi and TH looking pretty good right here. Looking poised to get the 2-1, and they do. Turtle Rock goes to Infi and TH to claim match point. Was that a one-time affair? Was that the cat out of the bag kind of situation? Like, you can catch Infi and TH off guard once with this push style, but not again. Kind of seems like that. Kind of seems like that here so far. 2 maps remaining we have now is Twisted Meadows and Nullwood. Neither of these maps are really very good for big 2-man pushes. And it is Nullwood, by the way. For our 4th map. And, oh, am I not ready? Oh, shit. I was in the teams. All right. Map 4. Another 2v2 classic. Nullwood. I must say I do really enjoy this map in 2v2. It is still pretty insane that we used to have this map in 1v1. Back in the day. Okay, I can't change it. So, Hainiu and TeD in the red. Infi TH in the blue. Wait, for a second I thought, is that a ghoul build? No, it's a fiend build order over here by TeD. And again, an old barracks play by TH, as it seems. We've been seeing this quite a lot in 2v2. Or? Oh wow, that's really early rifles. Super early rifles. So, a lot of resources here being fed, maybe? By Infi? Oh, did they host the wrong map, I wonder? I haven't checked the fountain yet, by the way. My favorite thing to do on Nullwood. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, guys. Something seems to be off. Why don't you have a face cam? Yeah, I saw Neo experimenting with that yesterday. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. I'm not a very big fan of that. So, what is the fountain? Health fountain. Okay. Yeah, this rifle play especially makes sense on Nullwood, right? In the middle, the Drake. It's a big creep to take early. A possible aura there. True shot and devotion the best. The Scourge Bone Chimes. Honestly pretty useless when there's no orc in the game. But the other two can be tremendous. Yeah, we have TeD spawning close to Infi, by the way. I wonder, is that gonna trigger some kind of push later on? Kind of doubt it. We have seen Infi and TH play quite a bit of expansion here as well. This would be fairly hard to make work, I guess. Like, if they expand over here, it is pretty central in the map. You can attack the expansion, harass it, and then fall back to heal, perhaps. But so far here, we're just harassing a little bit. Oh, the Keeper. Did he get all that experience just from skeletons? He may have. AM creeping pretty quickly over here. With the militia taking out the Merc camp. That should be pretty easily doable. Poison damage everywhere hurts, but it's okay. Will we see an expansion? Finally. There's a Wisp moving out. TeD and Hainiu. This is normally not their style to play expansion focused. Normally it's more push style oriented, but the push strats, yes, they worked out in game 1. It worked out in game 1, but not beyond that. So maybe it's time to switch it up now. But with the Keeper for Infi here already taking out one Wisp, he is pretty much reading this. Well, this is Infi's Keeper right here. DK, level 2, items this time a little bit better than the previous game at least. Shadow Priest early on, very nice to have against the Keeper as well, so he's going to have that save possibility.
Players' forces are under attack.
And wow, that's level 3 AM. I didn't know that this is a level 3 creep route. The green into the merc camp, into the shop. Huh. That's a pretty good one. TeD and Hainiu the first ones here to take out the fountain, but they can't really kill the Drake. They have nothing that shoots up aside from the Keeper. Spell against the Entangle, but not good enough. The rifle will still die. Infi's assistance is required with this Keeper of the Grove. And if it will be coming in, level 3 AM is pretty strong right now. But TeD and Hainiu with the back against the fountain. Really hard to find any kind of kill here, really. Rifle damage doesn't seem to be good enough just yet. And for once, Infi and TH seem to be taking an ill-advised fight. This was almost the next rifleman dying. Oh, but now the DK is actually out of mana. I didn't see that before, so keeping these fiends alive now, not too easy. There should be a detonate right here. No detonate against the Entangle though, so another fiend falls. And it's level 2 now with the death of another Huntress there on the opposition. Not like Infi can make too great use of that level right now, but can look for more kills. Again, TeD is staying in this a very long time, like it was on LT, losing 3 fiends at the fountain. That is a lot of losses. 1-0 rifles here, but only 3 of those. Nice use of Shadow Melt. Seems like nobody has Dust, actually. So easy saves with those Shadow Melts. One more rifle dies. DK has one more coil. Uses it, but might not be good enough for the save. Yeah, that fiend dies as well. AM's close to level 4 again. Damn, dude. This is reminding me a lot of LT, this game.
Players' forces are under attack.
We do have Sentinel now, so Shadow Melt can't save those hunts anymore. But they do make it away for the most part. And middle is reclaimed by TeD and Hainiu, but still can't kill the Drake. Tier 2 is done though for TeD, and can go for web now if he wants. And here's the expansion. Finally. It seemed like this one should have been coming up for a while. It's a lot of hunts though. It's a lot of hunts. Gold mine now being crept by TH. Doesn't seem like he's planning to expand though, despite all those peasants that he has. Oh. Hunter's getting caught out with Nova coming in with Entangle maybe? Could be more kills. But actually Infi gets away with only losing a single Huntress. That's totally fine. But this is the bigger picture play.
Forces are under attack.
The Tree of Life. This is supposed to be the late game win condition. These rifles, man.
The town is under siege.
All deep in the red. Drake still alive. Web? Still no web. Yes, Huntress is running by everywhere. Ooh, this would be such a big cancel. Does he see it? Yeah, Sentinel gives him the vision, right? Ooh. But Infi can't go for the cancel. TeD is here. Great positioning by TeD. One more Huntress dies over here to Hainiu. But finally, TeD can go for the Drake. This is what he wanted to do for a long time. Thank you very much, Knate Butson, for the 11-month resub. And they find the Lion Horn. Oh my god! Dude, these item drops have been pretty lucky for Infi and TH. On LT, they found the double aura. Now they find the best aura again.
The players' forces are under attack.
But sometimes you need a bit of luck, eh? Tree of Life, though, is gonna be finished here. Too late to cancel this one. And TeD is ready for the defense. But the DK's mana is very low, so TH might be able to win this fight.
The town is under siege.
Defensive TP is coming in. And with that, Hainiu will be assisting his friend. Oh, basically TPing into a surround right there almost. Once again, mass wisp for the detonate. In the previous game was Infi and TH. This time it's from Hainiu. So the MK completely out of mana, rendered pretty harmless. Focus fire from the rifles though, still pretty good. Wanted to attack upgrades on them already. Same for the fiends basically. statue in the back is healing very well, but so are the priests. Scroll of protection now. This is a big scroll of protection. Plus 4 armor and everything now with that scroll, plus the Legion Doomhorn, the Lionhorn, I mean. I never realized it's a Legion Doomhorn and a Lionhorn. They're both horns. And Paladin and Death Knight are kind of counterparts. Never realized that before. Seems like Infi and TH are winning this engagement though. In the back of this, of course the expansion is still up, but especially Hainiu, man, he's reeling like crazy. Barely any hunters left, many of those are extremely hurt already, and this Tree of Life is 100% dead. Has certainly not returned the investment here of the more than 300 gold. And TeD and Hainiu have to fall back. Tier 3 about to be done though, and with the orb coming in, this army for TeD is going to be becoming much stronger. Crypt Lord could also be a potent third hero. Have we seen any Pit Lords so far? The music is acting up again. This is the 3-1. It's kind of looking like the 3-1 right now. TeD is going to have to be relied on here. Is he going to wait for a third hero? No, he's not. He's got the orb. He's got double claws as well. And TPing in now to save Hainiu's base. Oh, the first clap, though. Begging for that clap with that positioning. Great damage against the Fiends. And good damage mitigation as well. Level 3 on the Keeper. So many kills before the fight seemingly even really starts. Mass detonates coming out again. The DK now. Very low mana. MK also low mana. Has one more clap. Oh, that was a big one, though. And very close now to level 3 as well with this. Rifles in the back, always protected. Surprisingly, these hunters are surviving pretty long. Thanks to bonus armor. They have one armor upgrade and the aura, and that's the GG with the DK falling. GG and the 3-1 for Infi and TH, making it to the grand final.